Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the PivotBoss pre-market video for Tuesday, January 26th, 2021. I am Frank Ochoa, aka PivotBoss. Here's a look at the daily time frame of the ES. You'll see in the previous session here, we had a pretty good reversal off the lows of the morning. We had an aggressive sell-off in the opening hour or two of the day. But after that strong reversal here, price was able to close higher on the day. You can see that the midpoint of the rejection day here is holding already in overnight and pre-market trading here, and we've pushed higher off that zone. We now have 5-day highs that are all really close to each other, and above 3860 starts to squeeze higher toward the next major target above. We've talked about before that this key range is very, very important in here. Let's see, let's bring this back out. This key range, very important. It's gotten the upside break here and it held at 35.87 and it's continued higher. And now if we look at the upside target here on where we could go next, the next upside target is 39.76. That's the 100% target of this range. So we're nearly there now, and bouncing as we are right now off of the 37.80s suggests that we could see a move into 39.76 up ahead. So we may have a 2-week rally here that takes us higher toward that zone. Now I would say that this previous month's close is going to be very important there. Any failure to hold that black dotted line could open up a broader pullback up ahead. But even then, this market has been, walking its way higher, using the pivot range as a staircase on the way up, and that continues to be the case until proven otherwise. All right, let's take a look at the NQ. You'll see here the NQ also showing strength here off of the previous session's lows. Very strong selling pressure in the NQ. You can see a bounce here off the 13.170s. That bounce led to a move where we're now back above 13.400. As you recalled before, we were looking at a push into 13.4 off of this reversal here and off of this reversal there. So the first beginning move of the year, we were looking for a push into 13.4, had to kind of pull back another one, and then we got that continuation of the move. The next upside target, very similar to the ES, is this one now, and that's 14.274. So again, holding market structure here, pullbacks being defended, would suggest that we continue higher toward that 14.270 down the road. That could be a month out or so. But for right now, price is holding the 13.2 level, 13.175 zone. If we come down into that level, would be an opportunity to defend for a push higher. But until proven otherwise, this market remains very, very strong with the FOMC statement and the Fed interest rate decision on deck for Wednesday's session. All right, let's take a look now at crude oil. Now, we've discussed crude oil before and how compressed the range has become. It's a 10-day narrow range already in play, but you can also make a case that it's 11 or 12-day narrow range if you include this day and the current developing day. But just the between levels here, you can see that we are significantly compressed, trading 47% of normal 10-day range. And we're doing this inside the PIMA trigger zone, which is bullish right now, and we're doing it in higher market structure. So all of this suggests that we likely have another big upside move coming, very similar to what we saw back here when we developed a narrow range here, and then you see this big swift move that developed. This move could be about 6 handles of range here whenever it gets going. And if we have already found our low here at 51.44, then 57.44 may be the target up ahead. So right now, narrow 10-day range. If we start finding acceptance through 53s, 53.5, that really starts to open up a pathway to more strength ahead on a 1 to 2 week basis. So again, rotating higher toward 57s. All right, let's take a look lastly at gold futures. Right now, gold futures has attempted to develop a higher low after the lower low rejection here off 1800. Very narrow trading range over the last few days as it's sitting here compressed chopping around the previous week's close. Overall, this market continues to be weak in that every time it comes up here, it's getting smacked down, and smacked down. It's still holding below the key range low here of 1874s. That's the level I mentioned before, that if we're going to see a rotation back toward 1960, we got to get back above 1874s. And until that happens, we could be a little bit sideways and rangy bound here between 1825 and 1875. So right now, again, building out. We'll see if it can get above 1874s. If so, it opens up a return back to these highs. Otherwise, could be range bound between 1825 and 1875. All right, that is it for now. We'll see how this plays out heading into the new day. Good luck, trade well, and I'll see you in the trading room. Take care.